I had 12 subscribers. Then, everything changed. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the absolute genius behind a wildly successful stickman animation channel. Imagine posting and getting nothing but crickets, right? Just 12 subscribers? Well, that's exactly where this creator started, before having a massive realization. And that realization was, I stopped making videos for everyone. Look, this is absolutely crucial. If you're trying to appeal to literally every single person on the internet, you're going to end up appealing to absolutely no one. Your content just gets watered down, generic, and easy scroll past. So the insane growth for this channel didn't actually come from better animation. Nope. It started by completely killing off any content that was meant for a broad, general audience. The creator said, instead, I made videos for one specific audience. Think about this for a second. You've got to pick a lane. AI, gaming, obscure historical facts, personal finance. Honestly, it kind of doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's hyper-specific. By serving just one specific group, your content becomes a destination. People know exactly what they're getting the second that stickman pops up on their feed. But here's the thing. Even with the perfect niche, no one's sticking around if you don't grab them right away. The creator realized, then I fixed the first 3 seconds. We're talking about the most ruthless environment in media history right now, the short-form feed. You don't have 10 seconds, you have like 3. Fixing those first 3 seconds, nailing that hook, was the absolute key to keeping people watching. So how'd they do it? Every video started with a question, surprise, or bold claim. You have to literally jolt the viewer's brain out of that scrolling trance. Starting with "you won't believe this" sparks instant curiosity. Everyone gets this wrong, challenges their ego. They want to see if they're the exception, right? Or just a firm "watch this." It's a command. You're energetically pulling them into your world the very millisecond things kick off. All right, so once the hook formula was locked in, the strategy shifted to pure volume. I uploaded one short every day. 30 days means 30 chances. This is all about relentless, unstoppable consistency. Sure, you're feeding the algorithm, but more importantly, you're giving yourself 30 distinct opportunities to figure out exactly what your highly specific audience actually wants to watch. Which brings us to the real heavy lifting. The creator said, I studied every video. Because just uploading isn't enough, right? You can't just toss stuff into the void and cross your fingers. You have to study the analytics of every single upload like a scientist. Which exact hook phrase caused a spike in retention? At what literal second did people swipe away? Was the pacing dragging? What specific visuals actually got people to open the comment section? You're hunting for patterns. And then the magic step. I copied my winners, not my failures. And boom, that's how I reached 100,000 subscribers. Sounds incredibly simple, right? But it is deeply profound. Once the data tells you that a bold claim hook absolutely crushes it for your finance stickman shorts, you don't go back to asking Miles questions. You ruthlessly repeat the winning formula. Section 1. Generating scripts and images. So how is all this actually produced? Well, the source material points to a real-world example of a completely faceless channel that used these exact methods. Get this, they uploaded their first piece of content just 3 months ago. With only 45 uploads, mostly just using simple, static images of stickmen, they gained 90,000 subscribers and hit full monetization. 90,000 subscribers in a fraction of a year. Let's break down the engine behind this. Here's the entire workflow. This is essentially your 100% free AI production studio. For the script, we're using ChatGPT. For the visuals, Google's Gemini. To turn those static images into an animated sequence, there's a specific browser tool called the Grok extension. And finally, to give our stickman a voice, we turn to Google AI Studio. Let's walk through exactly how to use every single one of these step by step. Phase 1 is the content engine. You kick things off by pasting a master prompt right into ChatGPT. Now, you don't ask it to write scene by scene, no. You feed it a comprehensive prompt that commands it to act as an expert YouTube scriptwriter and an image prompt generator at the same time. You paste the master prompt, insert your specific niche topic, and ChatGPT outputs not only the spoken voiceover script, but also the exact text prompts you'll need to generate the images for every single scene. It handles the whole foundation in one click. Okay, next up, you take those exact image prompts ChatGPT just gave you and head straight over to Google Gemini. You simply paste the prompts for each scene in one by one. The secret here is that the master prompt in ChatGPT was designed specifically to ensure visual consistency. So Gemini is going to output static images of a stickman character that looks totally identical from scene to scene. Once they're generated, just download all those static photos right to your computer.
Section 2. Automating the animation.
Now for the real secret sauce. The magic happens through the Grok Automation extension. This is just a tool you grab from your browser's web store. By pinning this extension, it acts like a bridge, automatically processing those uploaded static photos and turning them into dynamic video frames based on prompts. It completely removes the most tedious part of the creation process. Here's how this entire workflow comes together. Step 1. Install the extension and actually navigate to the Grok website. You gotta be logged in for the extension to activate. Step 2. Select the frame to video option in the extension panel. Step 3. Carefully upload those static images you got from Gemini in the exact sequential order of your scenes. And Step 4. Grab the specific video animation prompts that ChatGPT generated earlier, paste them in, and hit run. Now, the source material emphasizes a super crucial practical warning right here. Once you hit run, the automation does all the heavy lifting, turning each image into a short video clip one by one. But you absolutely, under no circumstances, can close the Grok tab while it's working. If you do, you're going to interrupt the whole automated process. Just let it run, and when it finishes, it'll automatically download a neat little folder containing all your animated video scenes. Section 3. Creating free AI voices. All right, to give our stickman a voice, this workflow uses Google AI Studio. Once you're inside this totally free tool, select the single speaker option. The specific model you want from the dropdown is the Gemini 2.5 Flash Preview TTS. TTS standing for text-to-speech. It's an incredibly powerful model for generating clear, supernatural-sounding audio for both long and short-form scripts. But here is the crucial point, how you actually instruct that AI. You copy the voiceover script ChatGPT generated back in Step 1 and paste it into Google AI Studio. But wait, don't just hit generate yet. You've got to use the style instructions box. In this specific example, requesting a warm and motivational tone ensures the AI inflects its voice to match the exact vibe of the content. Then you just hit run, download the audio, and simply sync it up with your video files in any basic editing software. Section 4. The 5-minute output. So what does all this free automation actually produce? Well, the resulting script reads like this. Ever feel too overwhelmed to even start? The work feels heavy before you even open your laptop. The problem isn't laziness. It's that the task feels too big. Here's a simple trick. The 5-minute rule. Set a timer for just 5 minutes. Once you start, the pressure disappears. Progress feels good, momentum builds. Remember, motivation doesn't come before action. Just start for 5 minutes. That script is just perfectly relatable. It identifies a clear problem and offers an immediate, actionable solution. It is literally the perfect script for a motivational stickman channel. Which brings us to the ultimate takeaway from this explainer. You have just seen the exact strategy to grow to 100,000 subscribers and the 100% free AI tools required to build the content in minutes. The task isn't too big anymore. So, what will you do with your next 5 minutes? Now it's your turn. Subscribe for more YouTube secrets.